Hello and welcome to Juicy Scoop. Guess who I have on the show today?
Fortune Feimster, it's Juicy Scoop!
Very exciting. Also, you guys, you know you can watch this whole thing on YouTube, and I think that you should, youtube.com/McDonald, because we have photos with all the topics we're doing, and we have my Juicy Scoop doll, and then we have Fortune's, the one that Chris Frangiola found. And you know what he said? He said when he sent it to you, he said he didn't seem very excited. Now, text messaging is hard to read, but he felt that you didn't seem... I go, well, maybe she wasn't flattered because it's not a normal-sized Barbie doll. It's, like, completely larger.
Did he sent me a text about it?
Yeah, and he said that you did not
I don't remember
get
that.
as excited as he thought that you should. You're going to go
I'm
back now?
going to go look.
Anyway, I said,
I might not have...
I'm a big okay person with text, and then people think that I'm, like, mad or it's bitchy. It's just like, it's okay. Like, I don't have a lot of time to write back.
Right.
So I said... Yeah, but he thought you would be more excited about it.
He did send me a text. I went, haha, yes.
That wasn't enough.
And I gave it the emoji with the crying face.
It wasn't
like
enough.
Crying, laughing.
It wasn't enough.
He needed more.
He needs a lot. Chris Frangiola needs a lot of attention, a lot of compliments.
Well, I will say, this doll is from, I don't know, probably
Olden
1920. It's when dolls weighed about 40 pounds. It's made of glass? I don't know.
Like porcelain.
Porcelain.
Yeah.
It's uncanny how much the hair looks
can we
like
just
me.
put it up to you?
And but my doll is about
sparkling blue
5
eyes.
times the size of Heather's doll.
I know. My doll.
My doll looks
Wait, let's put them together.
Special.
Look. Turn her around.
Oh yeah. See,
they can still be friends. They're different styles.
I mean, I am bigger than you in real life,
but mine's gorgeous. But
mine has like an undergarment. I saw y'all like.
I don't know why yours is.
I don't know why my doll.
I don't know why yours is a doctor. By the
way, my doll's mouth is open. Like I have a problem.
First of all, she looks just like she has a tiny nose. She has bright blue eyes.
Yeah.
She does you do have a little small mouth.
I do, yeah.
Nice rosy cheeks.
I mean, the doll is pretty spot on.
And he found it in a thrift store in some sad town he was doing stand-up.
I should have given Chris more
You should have.
props.
You really
But I
should have.
haven't seen it in person. Its leg is hanging on by a thread.
I know it will. That's why I have to be careful with it.
I don't want my doll to lose a leg.
No, we're not.
But it even clanks when you move it.
Let's get into some hot topics. Okay,
I'm ready for that.
You have been watching The Housewives, thank God.
As always.
And let's talk about you saw some of the clips from Teresa and Joe.
I did, yeah.
As
that
everyone
interview
knows,
they did with Andy Cohen.
Right. Everyone knows Joe is in Italy. The whole family went to go visit him just this past week. The cameras followed. Everyone saw it on social media.
I think if the cameras weren't involved, she wouldn't have gone.
She would have just sent Gia as a chaperone.
She would have sent her kids out there. Yeah. And I don't know that she would have gone. Maybe she would have made one trip. But to me, they're headed to divorce.
Well, last night or the other week, the first episode just aired, and she's building a pool to make up for the fact that their husband has been gone for 4 years.
Right. Oh, that's how long it's been?
Oh, it's 3. No, it's been 3 years.
Okay. But still, that's,
Right. And then, now they're filming it. He's been gone for 3 years. And then then he spent 5 months in ICE and finally said, fuck it, and went back to Italy. That's where we are now in real life.
Because what was he trying to accomplish?
Because he came over at 1 and he never got his proper paperwork done, which he could have because he got married.
Right, that's right.
And even Gia, the older daughter, was like, he fucked up. Like, he was supposed to do that. She's mad.
Yeah.
So he wanted to go straight to Italy and not even try. And she said, Dad, you need to go to ICE and try to fight this thing. Otherwise, how will we ever see you?
Right.
After 5 months in the interview with Andy Cohen, he said it was like the conditions were so much worse than what he experienced in federal prison that he just couldn't take it anymore, and he went to Italy. And so chances are he will never probably be allowed back here.
Whoa. Man.
Or at least not, I don't think in the next 4 years, I don't think he will be. Maybe when there's other people or whatever. That's
I mean, that's tough because, like, Teresa would have to want to move to Italy, and I don't think she wants
She's
to.
definitely not going to.
Yeah.
And he doesn't seem like he misses her either. Like,
Well, that interview especially when Andy brought up seeing her with a man on the
young
beach.
guy. Yeah.
He goes, wait, what is this? Do you think he genuinely didn't know? He
Who,
seemed,
Joe?
yeah, because he goes,
I know
wait,
he
what?
did. Joe did know. He goes, she shouldn't be going for young guys. She should be going for older, richer guys because she costs a lot of money. And then Andy's like, she makes a good living. Like, it was kind of a dig.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, she likes to spend. And it was just, ugh. They're so done. They're
very
done.
done.
They're done.
Yeah.
But on past week's show, she's building the pool. And the pool guy is a guy she used to date in high school before meeting Joe. And he's cute.
But is she going to date the pool guy?
He's the pool contractor. He's not the pool man. He's not cleaning the leaves out of the pool. He's building the pool. It's decent. He's the
Nothing
pool
wrong with
contractor.
that.
He's a pool contractor.
I'm just saying.
100%.
I agree with Joe that she probably does have expensive taste.
No, then on Joe Gorga's Insta story recently, the three of them were eating. And Joe Gorga goes, look, I'm with my friend, pool contractor guy, and look who's also here. And Teresa's like waves. So either Joe Gorga really knows how to like keep this excitement going, like he's a good marketing person for Real Housewives of New Jersey, or there is something going on. And Joe Gorga, the brother, is okay with, like, thinks it's good. I mean, I think that this guy that she dated in high school, I think he is an appropriate partner for her if she was single.
For sure.
So,
I just think when you have a situation where someone's being deported, you either move your entire family there or you be like, we're done. There's not a lot of in between because it's not like, we'll visit each other.
She's done. I think he was an asshole for like the last 5 years before this happened.
Right.
And then with him being gone, it was like kind of nice.
Did she go to jail because of what he did? But do you think she didn't really know what was going on?
I really don't think she knew.
Oh, okay.
I really don't think she knew. I really think there's so many women or people in a partnership even. I mean, how many people do we know that are celebrities that got taken by their manager?
Right.
Or someone that they thought that their accounting person was doing their taxes and they weren't.
Right.
So it's just like you get in a habit of your life and she's busy and she's doing this. So yeah, she didn't ask. And so I think that absolutely, I don't think she knew. So yeah, she was really resentful of him, and the resentment never went away. And then when he was gone, I think she started to really enjoy him being gone.
Right.
And I don't like his new punker hairstyle. What is that?
I don't know.
It's like all shaved and then like long at the top.
Prison changes people.
Yeah. And anyway, so they went over there. I think they will go visit him for as many times as Bravo would like to film it and do a special.
Yeah, because Bravo probably pays a little extra for it.
And then I think eventually the girls will be able to go on there go alone with just Gia. They'll know like how to get in the Italian car and like go visit him. And then and not until she really is like wants to be out with the relationship and be in love and be in public, well, then she'll file for divorce. Like within in about 2 years.
Okay. I was thinking it'd be within the year, but
okay. Well, this is a prediction.
You love predictions.
You said 1 year.
1 year.
Give a date.
Okay. What?
That she'll file for divorce by what?
She's gonna file for divorce by September of next year. So 2020 September.
Shit.
Because she's going to have had
I
the summer.
Just wrote down August 2020. That's too close to yours. So I'm going to go a little bit later.
I thought you said 2 years.
I know. I'm going to go later because I said later. So I'm going to go January 2021.
Okay.
New year, new lease on life.
Are you going to keep this piece of paper
handy? No, it's here. It'll be
on our Juicy Scoop archive.
It'll be yes, but we also have a place where we keep the predictions.
Listen, Juicy Scoopers, I hope you all are paying attention to these predictions because they're important to Heather.
They are.
You love being right.
Wait, I just had such a good one.
Ooh, what was it?
This girl wrote on Juicy Scoop Obsessed that she'd come up to me and she was like, I don't know, 8 weeks pregnant.
Yeah.
And she goes, tell me what you think I'm having. And I put my hand on her stomach.
It's a 50-50 shot.
And I said, female.
Okay.
And then she went to the doctor and they said it's a boy. And so she was like, Heather's just does not a good. Went back. It's a girl.
Okay. Well, there you showed her.
It is rare that they make mistakes these days, so that is kind of interesting.
It is rare.
Okay, so what do we think about Atlanta? Atlanta just came out, Real Housewives of Atlanta, and there's lots of drama.
Lots of drama. First off, I was thinking last night how much I love Atlanta, because when they go to restaurants, they order exactly what I want to eat. And no other Housewives franchise does that.
I was just thinking that. I'm like, how this food is so bad for you.
I know, and they're all fit. They like work out.
I know, they're like fried green
tomatoes. I was like, oh, I love fried green tomatoes. Chicken wings last night.
Yeah, they get the catfish strips.
Yeah, and I'm just like
mac and cheese.
I'm like, this franchise keeps it real, because that's how I do eat. And all the other franchises, they're just like, let's just get a little something for the table and a skinny margarita. And I love it. Fried green tomatoes, chicken wings. Let's go.
Well, that one girl's pregnant, but they do all eat
True.
like that. So what do you think's good? So Portia had her baby, who has the baby has a name. But
PJ, right?
No, that's short for Portia Jr. She just calls her daughter Portia Jr. PJ.
Oh, she does?
But it has a name.
Oh,
That's not Portia.
I don't know. I don't know the name.
Or what if I just called my boys HJ, Heather Jr.
Heather Jr.
Heather Jr.
HJ. I just assumed the baby's name was PJ.
No, it's not. Will you look up the
I feel so
baby's
bad
name?
for her.
PJ?
No.
Oh, Portia. I
mean,
know.
Portia.
It was sad.
But Jax was trying to Google that she thinks they're back together.
Okay, so let's tell the audience in case they don't.
Okay.
Portia, when we first met her, she was married to a guy that was very mean to her and didn't want her to do anything. They got divorced.
Yeah.
Then she had several boyfriends, whatever. Then she meets this guy who owns a bunch of hot dog
First
franchises.
off, before that, she
What?
really wanted a baby.
Oh, right.
She was even like wanting that one guy to have a baby with her.
Oh, right. She wanted to do a contract where she could just like get his sperm.
Yeah.
So then she meets this guy who does well in business because he owns like a private chain of like hot dog like restaurants.
I love hot dogs, by the way. I loved it when they were catering everything last season. They're like, here, Dennis is bringing the hot dogs. I was like, yes. Anyway, continue.
But he's like an okay looking guy. He's nothing special, but
well, everyone left and center was warning her about him
because he had like 8 different girls tattooed names on his chest.
Yeah.
He has a lot of tattoos. There were girls that supposedly were still seeing him. People were hearing it in the streets. I love Candy's face when she's like, I was hearing it in the streets.
Well, Candy was trying to.
I always imagine people literally going up and down the streets, being like, "Portia's man cheating on her." Like, where in the
I
streets?
think Atlanta is becomes a small community.
Yeah,
where everyone hears everything, and Candy was like trying not to get in the drama, but she's like, "You gotta know that." Like,
it's in the streets.
Everyone's saying this, and she even got into it with some girl at Candy's party. Because that girl claimed she had been seeing Dennis when they started seeing each other. And so there was already a million red flags.
So she gets the diamond. She has the baby. The show starts, and she is just wiped out. He has left. She found inappropriate texting with a woman that proved that he was seeing a woman.
While she was pregnant.
And none of the women that said they were, it's a totally, what I gather, it's a completely different woman that, like, nobody knows about.
Yeah.
And so
then in the series right now, they're split up. She's like they met, I think, this last episode for counseling. It didn't go well.
It didn't go well.
But we've been Googling.
But they boned the night before the counseling.
They did bone the night before, which is happening on the OC as well.
Oh, right.
With
Gina and her husband. We'll get into that in a minute.
But Jax thought she saw that.
Your girlfriend said what?
She thought she saw that they were together again, but I don't know.
I know, it's like part of me doesn't want to go research it.
You just want to,
because I'm like, let me just watch it. Like sometimes you're watching all this stuff, and then like
it's been filmed like 4 months ago.
6 months ago, and you can just go on their social media and see that they are back together, and you're like, well, that kind of takes the fun away from it.
But I don't know.
Yeah, they're never gonna work
out. Trouble in paradise.
No, that's never gonna work out. I mean,
I
I'm just
think
thinking,
she'll have another baby though.
with him.
Yeah, because she said
I don't want to have two
she
baby
said
daddies.
She didn't want to have two baby daddies. I think she'll have one more baby with him.
I think a lot of people think that way, even though they're not marrying the person.
But were you
They're like, I want to have a couple, but let me just, this is my baby years. Let me just get all three with the same dude. So then I've got them all and they're all 100%. And I don't have to deal with like three assholes. I just have to deal with one.
What did you think when Candy said when she was talking with Portia and Cynthia, and she goes, what did he do? Because no one really knew what he did. There was a lot of rumors. And she goes, and so Candy said to Portia, she goes, what did he do? Like, was it cheating? I mean, is that really that big of a deal?
I'm so glad you brought that up.
Can't you move past that?
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
Candy goes, I mean, cheating, a lot of people can move past that. Now, here's something, it's very controversial that I'm going to talk about.
Oh, okay. Don't get me in trouble.
I have always felt that for I don't know why, and this is because I've been in a working situation with a lot of African American people in writing and being creative and everything. I've also in just watching stuff that they, talk shows and things, that I'm not saying that there's more or less cheating in those communities, but it does seem that women seem to be more accepting or stick with a person than sometimes in a white community. Like, I think the white community, they want to keep it more hidden because then once it's out there,
that's the end of the relationship.
Women feel like I have to leave. Everyone knows. But somehow with African American people, I feel like that they that it's like up there with like other things that someone could do to you. Like maybe you get really mad at your husband because he, bought a motorcycle and didn't tell you about it.
Right.
And then it's like, and they also got with this chick and was talking to her on the phone. And that's like an equal thing to be pissed off about. And it's like I don't know. I wish when she said that, I really did think like that is something I can't relate to, that it would be so lightly taken.
So for you, it would be a deal breaker.
100%.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, I always joke about it, but no, because it's like my marriage is like not that great. So it's like if you're gonna also cheat, like I understand if you're super rich and he's like the head of like Paramount Studios and you're on like a jet
that you can forgive,
or it can be kept a little more, and they know to keep it private.
Okay,
like they're not bringing her to your bed.
So Peter were more successful.
Yeah. And maybe that's also it. Maybe that's it with sports stars and stuff too. Like a woman who's like the wife or the baby mama of like a big sports star. They know that like, hey, when they're on the road, they may mess with girls, but as long as they don't have children with them or don't bring them around or don't take them to a restaurant. Like, I think there's rules about all different relationships.
Yeah, and I think
and it doesn't matter what
society says
or what ethnicity you are. I'm saying I think that relationships have different rules, but
because you have to establish those rules with each other.
Yeah.
And what works for you. And there could be some people like sports professional athletes who, do have that understanding.
But I mean, Candy's like super sexual and has a show, The Dungeon thing. So
who knows what
I don't even know that she would maybe she has a relationship with Todd that like, if something like that happened, she'd be like, I don't care. We got to work on the duology.
They probably established some sort of understanding. Yeah. So it's not like...
And I think that Portia was like, was definitely not down for that and made it very clear that she wasn't down for it. And that's why she felt so betrayed.
I think, too, the hardest part about it is that she was pregnant. I think any woman that's such a vulnerable time and your body's going through so many changes that you're so difficult. Your life is essentially in a way kind of put on hold to carry y'all's child, and then he can't last 10 months or whatever it takes.
It is such a dick move. And speaking of that, that's when Jim Edmonds of Real Housewives of OC initially had the inappropriate sexting relationship with the girl, was when Meghan King Edmonds was pregnant with the twin boys.
Oh, that's right, because they're divorcing now.
They're divorcing now. But she found out about it after she gave birth, that it happened during her pregnancy. And then she kind of forgave him because they were going through some medical issues with one of the twins, and she just was like, basically, probably like, I can't deal with it.
Yeah.
And now it's exploded. So I think it's very hard.
They seem to be not solid. I mean,
No,
it's so hard to like comment on people's relationships because you only see so much of it. But like,
well, they're putting a lot out there.
I mean, when you're on these shows, they share
and
everything
on social media.
He was like, I don't want kids. And but you remember, because he already had kids.
He had 4.
And he said to her so many times, I don't want any more kids. And she's like, and then they ended up having what, 3?
Yeah.
And I feel like he's already proven to not want to deal with that. So
I followed him on Instagram, and he moved into his new house.
But guess who else has been saying that they really don't want more kids?
Who?
Emily's husband on the OC.
Well, I think Emily's husband on the OC has agreed. I think Emily has agreed not to have any more.
Finally?
That's not a storyline anymore.
Okay.
She's just going to keep them, I don't know, just keep them frozen.
She's got several, right? Several kids?
She has 3 kids with
Yeah,
him. And he has like
funny.
2 or 3 from his first marriage.
That's funny. Just him like not wanting to talk to them during his
did
law thing. But it was like, I get you need to like go away and study, but they were like, we haven't talked to him in 2 weeks. I'm like, you couldn't call for like 5 minutes to say hi to your kid.
Apparently he makes an appearance. They just filmed the OC reunion, and he makes an appearance because Andy posted like him.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, I think he thought being on the show would be fun.
Uh-huh.
He was on the show last season.
And now he has regrets.
Oh, then he in the middle of the night, he can't help it. He starts going online and he just sees all the awful things that every like Midwestern bitch is saying about him. Not that Midwestern people are bitchy, but I'm saying like every woman has an opinion about how awful he is to her.
Oh, yeah.
And of course it's edited. I mean, if there's a moment where he's scrubbing the dishes and saying, you sit down, honey, we're never going to see that. Like, we're only going to see him being snarky.
Of course, it's their storyline.
And then, of course, when they go out to eat and he's taking the
bread he's like taunting her with carbs.
He's putting the smell of warm bread. I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
There isn't a person on this earth that if there is a warm bread basket in front of them, that's why you have to say no. That's why they ask.
You can't even put it on the table.
You can't even put it on the table. You got to wait 4 more minutes before your salad arrives.
And if you're not eating bread and your partner's eating bread, that's so mean.
And wafting the smell towards you. And then says, for our appetizer, we'd like some French fries. Remember when you loved French fries?
Yeah. I still like French fries.
No, that's what he said to her.
Oh. I thought you were talking to me. I was like, I love French fries.
Who doesn't love French fries? I mean, it's like, oh my God. So, what do you think is going to happen with them? Prediction.
I just think with all of these reality shows, especially the Housewives franchise,
yes,
because so much is put out there of their lives. If your marriage is in any way like a little rocky, you should not go on these shows.
I think people go on it because it is rocky and they want out, and they're like,
they want to establish a new life.
This way I'll have a career, and also everyone can see what a dick he is.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to tell. Like, when I first watched them, I was like, oh boy, they're going to divorce. But then, like, sometimes I think that because Emily lacks some storylines, that they're really pushing this marriage being rocky to just give her something. And so I don't, but at home, I'm like, maybe they're better than what we see.
I don't know what will happen with them.
They're an enigma because they never really dated. Remember, he just kind of like...
They never dated, and who knows if they've ever had sex. Those babies were in vitro. I feel they have absolutely no sexual chemistry at all.
I don't know, but like, she says herself, first season that she was on, he just kind of out of nowhere said, "Let's get married."
He was her
boss or something,
or he messengered her or something.
It was
I don't even think they had each other's phone numbers.
It was on the computer, and so you're just like, I mean, maybe they'll, like that show Love at First Sight or whatever. Maybe some of those people will go at the distance, but you're just kind of like, what is your foundation?
And it just feels like he just doesn't enjoy her. Like he never once like
Right.
laughs at her or laughs with her or
Mhm.
is like, look at these crazy kids crawling on us. It's just constant like annoyance. And you know what?
Yeah.
Who also acted like that? Jim Edmonds.
Uh-huh.
He he didn't seem
And
that
he
he didn't
wasn't
seem
into
to
the
enjoy
and he
it.
wasn't into the show.
No,
If you have a partner that's like Eddie's, like you can tell he's like,
he rolls with it.
this is cool. Like he thinks the
Yeah.
women are ridiculous sometimes.
Yeah,
But he's just like he's in it. There's no. But when you have a husband that's like, ugh, the show. You know,
Yeah.
like they're hating the show. I feel like it then turns towards the wife too. Like,
right.
I hate the show. I hate you. I hate this. Our lives are, under a microscope. I don't want to be in this anymore.
Yeah, I think my prediction is there's two predictions.
Mm-hmm.
If she comes back, they'll just continue having their weird relationship fighting, and it'll continue another year of seeing it. If she comes back on the show,
Yeah, which is
if for
debatable.
some reason she doesn't come back, they'll stay together for like 2 more years.
She's really close with his family.
And then maybe eventually something might happen.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know.
She's super tight with that camera thirsty mom.
Yes. That little Persian delight.
Every time his family's gonna be on camera, that mom is dressed to the T.
Now I have no
or to the nines,
I have no real
whatever.
knowledge of this, but I believe that his parents are extremely wealthy.
Maybe,
because she said, "Oh
maybe.
my God, this place is bigger than your parents' house."
Oh really?
When they went to the Westgate Las Vegas room.
Oh right.
And like, this is more extravagant than your parents. And like, so I feel like whatever the parents,
They do well.
and maybe the parents really support them in other ways too. Because
well, they really love her. The mom loves Emily.
yeah.
So maybe the mom's what's keeping them together.
I
don't know.
What do you think about Emily and her situation? Not Emily, sorry,
Gina.
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 What did you think of her hairdo?
She's a hot mess. I'm just like, she seems to be she reminds me of first season Lori. When Lori was kind of like, couldn't pay the bills.
Couldn't play the bill.
And
then
like single.
And now she's with some guy.
She married some.
No, but Gina on Instagram posted that she's with some guy.
That.
And that's what happened with Lori. Lori was living in that sad condo. Son
working
was
for Vicky.
Working for Vicky, having an occasional glass of wine in the grotto after. Just wearing a sky top.
She was going to like the Playboy parties with her friend. Like
trying to go, leaving at 4 in the afternoon.
I was like, oh, this is like the hard.
Trying to meet a dude. Having to go to the OC courthouse for her son.
Yeah.
Anyway,
her son was like getting in all the trouble.
A rich guy turned on the TV.
Yeah.
Saw her.
Like a really rich guy. Like richer than everybody.
Remember how
I think Vicky's head.
Remember how Vicky was so jealous when the car arrived and she goes, "He's the best guy in the world. He's the best guy in the world." She's hugging Lori and her eyes of jealousy are just like rolling back in her head.
Oh my God, yes.
She yeah.
Yeah, in her life, as far as I know, money doesn't solve everything.
Yeah, the son has still got a bunch of issues,
Yeah.
but
she found a man.
She found a man. They got married.
Gina's posted pictures with some bearded man, but he looks like age. He looks around her age.
Here you go.
I don't know. So I don't know what his job is or anything, but Gina, I always like when I watch the OC. I like to go on their Twitter and see them all talking crap about each other.
Yeah.
Like mostly it's Kelly.
Kelly's
talking crap about.
You hurt my daughter.
But I guess Gina and Tamara are super tight now.
Oh, they're close. Okay.
Yeah.
And who else? Did anybody? Okay, they had the reunion. So did you get any?
Bronwyn is close with Kelly, I think.
Oh.
What's up with
Emily said that the only person she's talking to, a Juicy Scooper ran into her and said, "Who are you talking to?" And this was like 3 or 4 weeks ago. And she goes, "The only person I talk to right now, because they're done filming, is Kelly."
She's not tight with Gina anymore?
No.
Oh, because Gina's always with Tamara?
Yeah.
Oh,
so I don't know what's going to happen with Emily. I think people like her.
I think Gina she might not have. I mean, Tamara's fun.
Yeah.
We've met. Tamara. She's super fun.
Yeah.
So Gina probably was like, "Who do I align with?" Because it's all alliances.
I know it's all alliances. That's what I was saying. Like, I'm like, at least if I stop being friends with somebody, I'm not also jeopardizing their livelihood.
Right. But
Like,
Tamara's been on forever. So, of course, you're going to align yourself with Tamara, who's been
That's
on
what I'm
forever,
saying.
or like Emily, who we don't even know will she come back? We don't know.
And probably Emily feels that way.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're gonna go with the solid ticket.
And by the way, I love that you have Juicy Scoopers just scoping out the scoop everywhere. That's hilarious.
It's all worth it.
But
okay, let's get into some hot topics.
we
girl.
will, but can I ask you one
Yes,
more? I know
sure.
we've been doing a deep dive on the Housewives,
Yeah.
but and you probably talked about this. What do you think about Bronwyn's sex pad with her husband?
I think I don't believe it.
You think it's all made up?
I think it's like, I think
Yeah.
it's like a made up thing to try to act all sexual. Then she did an interview where she's like, I cheated on him a few times and
Oh,
we
really?
like almost broke up. I didn't really, she goes, it wasn't a full cheat. It was this surfer guy that like wanted to give me surf lessons, but then he came back. I don't know. I think they're trying very hard. And then there was an article that one of them posted like how Rowan is building her empire because she had the workout clothes or whatever, the ballet clothes. I'm like, I don't think you can call it an empire at this point.
Right. It just
You had one
started
fashion show on a boat.
with that lady. I've been wanting to talk to you for weeks about that lady that was hitting Kelly in the face with the microphone. I'm like, this lady wants to be on this show real bad.
Then she said she didn't. That she was like threatening to sue and to cyber bullying, and then she did something about bullying. I mean, shut up with the bullying. I don't really think as an adult you can talk about bullying. Let's just stick to the kids.
Yeah,
let's not water down what's going on when kids are truly being bullied, and you're like 45 and you're saying you're being bullied because you did a OC fashion show. Like
she was. I mean, I was rewinding it, laughing. She made me laugh so hard. I kind of wanted her to come on the show.
I know. I thought she might.
And but also Bronwyn's mom. Just
well, I guess
Dr.
Dr. Deb. I guess
Deb.
she had put something on social media too that she was at a restaurant and someone was rude to her, or someone didn't serve her right, or something. So I think she's one of those people that's like always looking for like, did you speak to me rudely?
Some drama.
It's because the guy was like, oh wait, you can't go there. She's like, you touched my arm. The other thing is
she seems so low key.
Also, the only thing in reality shows that has never happened in real life is someone being like, get your finger out of my face.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I've ever
pointed at
someone or had someone's finger near my face.
Yeah, I don't think I have either. Is that a reality show thing?
I think it's a reality. Get your
finger
out of my face.
Get it out. I don't even want it. It's like a child.
That's assault.
A child's
assault.
fight. My brother and I used to do that. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. That's a new reality show fight. Anyway, thanks for diving deep with me on the Housewives.
No, but I think that's also like something too about just like they know that they have to go to the next level now to keep these shows going.
I know, because like we've already had the table flips early on.
Yes.
I mean,
everyone from there.
Everyone's trying to out drama each other.
Exactly.
I mean, when people are yelling like she was in a train, or you're like
having a train.
What? It's so crazy now. It's just like,
what do you think of that train thing?
It's
dude. How did it start?
Who does a train? No one does a train. It's just I don't know how it starts, but it's just
you get in a room and then one guy comes after the other.
It's like,
is that what you meant?
It's playing telephone. I think
no, but how do you think the rumor started? Do you think that like someone said it jokingly, they put it out there? Do you think Kelly was in on that this was going to be part of a storyline?
I don't know. I mean, I doubt it because she seems to be sensitive to that stuff.
Yeah,
about
I don't
her
think
kid.
I don't think
But
she
a train is so ridiculous. You know what I mean?
And also,
like it's so unbelievable.
And also, it was weird that Vicky brought it up because that was what Lori said, that she had like had a threesome, and then she was like, I never had multiple partners in my life. Yet she's the one that's like, oh, Kelly did a train at one time. That's what makes me think that they
They just
Either
throw
like
stuff
somebody
out
or
there.
somebody said it once, and then she was like, "Ooh, let me put that in the back of my brain when there's
Uh-huh.
nothing going on next season.
Maybe.
I'll drop a bomb
Yeah.
in the car when the cameras are there and act like I didn't know the cameras were still on."
But they're
or something.
stressing me out. Kelly and Vicky are friends one day, and then the next minute they're not.
And now Tamara and Shannon are supposedly.
Oh,
gonna
are they
have
on the outs?
I don't know. I think they're fine
It
now.
stresses
today.
me out, ladies.
But see, that's the other thing. It's like they show, and next week, Tamara and Shannon are having an argument at a restaurant.
Yeah.
But anyone that follows them knows that they've been having a great last 3 months as best friends.
Right.
So it's kind of like,
I guess.
I wonder if like they all need social media. It's the only thing that's like keeping them afloat.
Uh-huh.
But at the same time, I wonder if the Bravos will ever be like, okay, we got to put some kibosh on like you guys killing our storylines.
But they've been doing that for
I know.
years,
I
so
don't
I
know
guess
what
it
you could
just
do.
is part of it.
Let's do some hot topics.
All right, hot topics. What is this?
I'm confused by this. This is Diane Keaton and
Yeah.
her 2 kids. But it says, okay, so Diane Keaton attended the premiere of Netflix's Green Eggs and Ham with her 19-year-old son, Duke.
Which is second from right. That's the right. Wait.
Oh,
so
thank
him.
God I read it right. Okay, never
Second,
mind.
right. Him.
Yes.
Okay.
As well as her daughter and her boyfriend. Okay, never mind.
Oh.
I read it wrong.
So we thought there was scoop
I
where
thought
there
they-
wasn't.
I thought they were a couple. I thought her and her son were a couple.
No, I don't think she dates.
Never mind.
She said she doesn't really date anymore.
Meg Ryan and John Mellencamp is off. They're not getting
their
married.
engagement's off.
Their engagement's off. They've stopped it like 3 different times. And
They stopped what? They've done this 3 different times?
They've been engaged like 3 different times.
Oh, I didn't realize
this time I
that.
think they're like really broken up.
How do you think Teddy feels about it?
Teddy, that's the one thing she'll never talk about.
Oh, she never talks about
yes.
it. Oh, good
She
for
won't
her.
talk about their relationship.
I mean, that's
because it's probably so on and off. She's like, please, I don't want
But
it.
also, like, both, Meg's famous, her dad's famous. It's probably just better not to.
And then it said that he's 68 and she's just like tired of him. She goes, he doesn't mean to be gruff, but it can happen and it's hard to be around. Well, he's 68. I don't care how cute he is. A 68-year-old man is a grumpy old fucking man.
Yeah.
Meg Ryan. And Meg Ryan's 57 and she's just annoyed by his grumpiness.
I think she needs to start acting again.
I know. Why doesn't she?
I don't know. I think she just kind of.
Well, she did the weird shit to her face, but then it settled.
Yeah, she's fine now. But I miss her. She's America's sweetheart. She needs to keep her engagement off and go back to acting. That's what I think.
Okay. A little more emotion.
Nice work.
Thank you. She can't help her sister. Leave her alone.
Is the sister popping up again? Is she bopping around?
She hasn't commented about the mean BBC thing yet,
Yeah.
but I wanted where she cried, but I wanted to see it.
I think she's just. I think the press over there is pretty brutal with her.
Well, they're trying
But
to
everyone here
stop it.
Everyone here loves her.
I know why everyone's mean,
Why?
and I think a lot of people in America are mean too about it.
You think they're mean to her?
First of all, every English girl hates her because that's around her age because they should have been married to Harry.
Yeah, she took their spot.
So they're pissed.
Because he was single for
Like
a
every
bit.
chick in England is acting like Cinderella's mean stepsisters.
Yeah, that's
Like it should have been us.
They're probably not very nice to her at like events and stuff.
No.
Oh.
And then every other American girl is like, wait a minute, it could
Why
have
wasn't
been me.
why
It
wasn't
could
I
have
on
been me.
Suits?
Yeah.
Why didn't he watch the cable show I was on?
I don't think you ever watched the show.
They said he
She
watched
had the
Suits.
friend invite her to a dinner at Soho House.
That is a good ass friend.
And they're like, oh, she always wanted to be famous and be a princess. I'm like, doesn't every kid? Every kid is like, I want to be a YouTube star.
Yeah.
And every kid wants to be a princess. So I don't really think that makes her like an awful person.
But do you think that I know she loves Harry.
Yes.
But do you think she's having any regrets? Because her life is not really her own anymore, and it never will be. Like they're sort of breaking away from some of these old traditions, That he seems to be kind of putting his foot down with things and trying to protect her, but they're still always going to be under a microscope.
I honestly think, I really hope she has like a great therapist that she's just going to keep for the next 40 years of her life.
Ugh, so hard.
Because I really do think it's
want her
hard.
to
But
be
no, I
happy.
don't think I don't know that she regrets it. Because you know what she should do is when she regrets it, she should call some of her actress friends that are pushing 40.
And talk about how hard it is to get auditions.
Yes.
That's true. That's true. The grass is always greener.
And then that's what she needs to do.
Yeah.
Anytime she starts to feel sad, she should call someone who's like, guess what? Just got a pilot. You did? Mm-hmm. And I went on the first day, and then they replaced me.
Ugh.
She needs to hear a few of those fucking stories. Or how the show, they only did 2 episodes and then canceled the whole thing.
Yeah.
She needs to call. So if you're listening to this and you're still friends with Megan, you need to call her and you just need to tell her like 2 really shitty stories about your life.
Yeah. Be a good friend. Share some of your pain.
Yes. Heidi's husband apparently hates her friends.
Wait, who?
Heidi Klum.
Oh, we really did a shift there.
Heidi Klum. Just moving on. Heidi Klum is 46. She's married to the Tokyo Hotel guitarist who's 30.
Uh-huh.
I've told Heidi this before on the show because she listens.
Oh, she does?
Stop
Hi, Heidi.
with your crazy fucking Halloween party and
Why?
making your boyfriend have to dress up like that.
But she loves it.
I know, but that's what ruins every relationship.
For her?
Yes. They don't
like Halloween.
They don't want to be in prosthetic makeup for 8 hours.
Because they have to
Match
wear
her.
a companion piece.
Yes. So she was like an alien this year, so he had to be an alien. It was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And it went on for like 8 hours. And then, like, how can you have fun or
You
have
don't think
drinks?
that they can endure one night a year,
They can when they're dating her.
but not when they're married?
Once they're the husband, they're like.
And they are married.
And they're like, he hates her friends. Well, probably because he couldn't talk in that alien outfit.
It says he doesn't like her A-list pals.
The ones that are at the Halloween party.
Hmm. Who do you think? I wonder who her A-list pals are. I don't know who she hangs around.
Oh, well, the people that went to that Halloween party. It's quite the party to be invited to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've never been invited.
Neither
I don't
have
really
I.
get invited to parties.
I feel like you get invited more than I do.
I don't think so.
I
I just like to go to parties with good snacks. Oh, I love a party.
Sarah's having a Christmas party. Can you go?
I think
Sarah
so,
Colonna?
yeah.
Well, I'll be at that one.
You're going to go?
Yeah, I already said I would.
I haven't RSVP'd yet.
It's the only party I've been
I
invited
want her
to.
to think I'm in demand. No, we'll be there.
Here is a story from like Star or Us Weekly. Katie Holmes is supposedly dating Justin Theroux.
No way.
Yes.
What?
According to a source.
I don't know about that.
It says it was a special occasion, so Katie Holmes wanted to look her very best. And she knew who just to turn to for guidance. Her stylish 13-year-old daughter, Suri, cruised. Together, they picked out the perfect outfit for Katie. Something casual, but with an edge. Suri helped her mom decide what shoes to wear, which pair of earrings, even what perfume to dab on, says an insider.
Is she back in New York?
Can I tell you who the insider is?
Oh, who?
Suri Cruz. Look how she wrote about herself. Her stylish 13-year-old. That's someone who wants to build an empire. Perfume, earrings, clothes. She'll have her whole line of everything.
Oh my God. I'm just picturing Suri Cruz calling the tabloids.
Hi, I work with Katie Holmes and I have some real scoop. Oh, what is it?
Yeah. Do you want me to play the tabloid person?
Ding-ling-ling.
Hello.
Hi, is this the tabloid person?
Yes. Do you have the right number? You sound very young.
Oh, I'm not. I just have a young voice.
Oh.
I am actually, I was just in the room with Katie Holmes and her very stylish 13-year-old daughter named Suri.
Uh-huh.
And Suri just helped her pick out the most perfect outfit. It was casual, but something with an edge. And she wore the great pair of earrings that Suri picked out and even the kind of perfume to dab on because she had a big date.
To dab on? Who says that? To dab on?
I do, because I
Okay.
heard Suri say it.
Well, you seem to know a lot about Suri.
Yes, she is so stylish. She's so great that she really supports her mother because her mother has a big date with
Who? Who does she have a date with?
Jen Aniston's ex-husband.
Justin Theroux?
Yes, that's it.
How do you know this?
Because I was just in the other room and heard them talking.
Do you hang out with a 13-year-old?
I work for Katie Holmes.
Mm.
I'm her exfoliator.
I feel like that doesn't match up. It doesn't sound
I
like
have
a
to
real
go.
job.
She's dry. Bye. That's how it happens.
Suri.
Anyway, they said they went on a date, but they said it was some tucked away place in New York. It was not a restaurant that anyone saw them at the restaurant, which is why I think Suri Cruz is calling the tabloids.
Yeah, I don't know. He seems like I don't know.
Are you watching the Jen Aniston, Reese Witherspoon new show?
I haven't yet because I don't have Apple TV or whatever it is.
Oh, it's pretty good.
But did you know that Jen follows me on Instagram?
Yeah, I do.
It's pretty great. I was in the top 100.
Of that she follows?
Well, now she follows more people, but I was in the beginning.
How did you first hear the news? It's like up there with finding out you've been nominated for an Oscar.
Well, for those of you who don't know, I did a movie with Jennifer Aniston. I was only in a couple scenes.
Office Party.
Office Christmas Party.
Oh, Office Christmas Party.
And I played her Uber driver. And I will say, she's awesome. I love her.
Thank you.
She's legit great.
Thank you, Fortune. I had such a good time. You came in at the last minute, and you just had me dying laughing. You improv'd, and you were on it, and it was a late night. We were tired, but you were just great.
That's good impression.
Thank you.
Yeah, so she, joined Instagram, broke the internet.
Yeah.
And everybody was scrambling to find out who she was following. And at first she just followed like 60 people.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm just curious. I'm gonna look at her follow who she's following list to see if maybe our friendship is still intact. I haven't talked to her in a bit. And I wasn't in the top 60. And I thought, okay. Well, maybe she's forgotten about me and moved on. I get it. She's a very important person.
Mm-hmm.
But then the next morning, she was up to 100 people she was following. And
you checked again.
I noticed that all of a sudden I had like 2,000 new followers. And I didn't know why. I was like, why do I have so many I ended up getting like 4,000 new followers.
I was fucking jealous.
And Brad texted me saying, do you know? And I went back on, and there I was in the top 100. And so it was a big moment. Brad said, can you believe?
So if we put this little clip of me acting as Jen Aniston talking to you, would you not post that?
I would not post it. I'm not jeopardizing my place. You
just said it was a good impression.
It was a great impression.
It was her being complimentary.
I know, but I wouldn't post it. I don't want to lose my
It's too big.
status.
What I was thinking is, I noticed, like, I talked about this, I think, on the show before, but, like, she joined, and then Patricia Heaton had to, is on it, and I noticed, I followed Patricia Heaton for a while, but now that she has a new show on CBS, like, before the show airs, she's doing, like, hey, guys, everybody's on it. And I'm like, can you just imagine these stars, like Jen Aniston and Patricia Heaton, that had all this success, the biggest shows ever. Yeah. Everyone loves Raymond Friends. And now they get another TV show years later. And they have to fucking do all this shit that we have to do.
I know.
They have to join Instagram. Apple TV was like, you have to do it. You have to do it. We got to get people to know the show's on.
But I'll tell you this, and I'm only telling you this because she herself talked about it on Jimmy Kimmel. But she revealed to me when we filmed Office Christmas Party that she was on Instagram. She had a secret account.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. So I knew that she was on Instagram back in the day. I'm only revealing
but don't
this
you think that
because she told Jimmy
that.
But
don't you think the impetus to running now was because, and she should, because she has a show coming out. Of course she should.
I mean, whoever...
You spent all this time, all this energy. You said how many hours being an EP, and, it's filmed like a movie, so I can't even imagine how many... like long days she had filming this thing. She wants it to be a success. She'd be crazy not to join.
Whatever marketing or PR person came up with that was a genius.
To have her join right before.
She broke the internet.
Yes, but it didn't really break.
It went down for 45 minutes. The internet, but Instagram went down for 45 minutes.
Oh, it really did go down.
It really did go down because so many people followed her at the same time. Like this, it over whatever stimulated the site. So
I think it's great.
It was a genius move.
I think she's so likable, and I think she's just the most likable chick.
Well, she's having fun with it. Like her posts are fun. She's posting silly videos. I think she genuinely is enjoying it. And I mean, it's weird because she's been famous for so long, but like when I was talking to her about her Instagram,
We heard, okay, that you talked to her. Go on.
I mean, she's like a normal person where she's like, yeah, I saw you, I saw your mom on Instagram and your fiance's beautiful. Like, I'm like, oh my God,
Because so she was following you as the fake account she'd been
I don't
following
know if she was following
Well, she
me.
must have. She must have been
But
following
she
you
at
with
least, like, I mean, of course, she probably knew that we were about to do this scene together and just,
Yeah.
was seeing what I had been up to. Because I had sat beside her at Thanksgiving a few years before that at Chelsea's house.
Right.
So she might have just, like, looked to see, like, what I'd been up to.
Right.
And I was just, like, my mouth dropped. I couldn't believe that she was telling me she'd seen my crazy mom and my, and knew, like, what my fiance looked like. I mean, because, you just expect, I know she's a human, but she's been famous for so long, you just don't think of her looking you up on Instagram.
Will you DM her and ask her if Justin is dating Katie Holmes?
Absolutely not. He follows me on Instagram, too.
God, enough with your fucking brag. Well, then
Jen did write me
Will you
on Instagram.
Will you DM Justin?
No.
And write, are you dating Katie Holmes? Suri says you are. Do it.
I'm going to show you.
Do it.
This
is some Instagram brag.
This is
Insta brag. What?
Also, say you were talking about Brad Wallach.
Yes.
What about
people are gonna think she was talking about Brad Pitt?
Oh,
not Brad Pitt.
No,
God,
please, Brad
can you
Wallach.
imagine Brad Pitt texting
Brad Wallach,
me?
who was on Chelsea with
That
us.
is so funny. I didn't even think about that, Brad.
Jesus.
Yeah, the Brad Pitt's texting me about Jen. I'm not getting a good signal in here. I can't show you my brag.
It's a lie. Anyway, Lamar is saying that Chloe misses him, and we all know he misses Chloe. He always talks about her nicely.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's wearing this shirt that says "Our Black Love Matters."
Okay.
And I just thought that was a weird shirt to pose when you're like saying that you're missing your former white wife. I thought it was kind of strange.
Well, he did another article a week or so ago.
Yeah.
Saying he was dating Taraji Henson and he broke up with Taraji or ended they weren't like in a committed thing, I don't think. He ended their fling when he met Chloe, and he was saying he wished that he felt bad about that, or I don't know if he was saying he wished he hadn't, but he had some regrets.
Oh yeah, because he had regrets because he should which I thought was also kind of rude, because then right after he met Chloe.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, if you made it work with Taraji, you wouldn't have been with Chloe.
I know. I think he's all over the place.
This was some big lesbian news. I'm sure you're aware of it. Demi and Christian, the first American lesbians from Bachelor in Paradise, who they're one of 4 couples that committed to go forward with their or I guess they actually got engaged.
Yeah.
4 couples got engaged at the end of Bachelor in Paradise, them being one of them. Sarah Colonna had a real issue with it. Not that they were gay.
I had an issue with it too.
Because they were gay?
Not because they were gay.
What was your issue?
They weren't ready to get engaged. None of these people were. It's making engagements frivolous.
Engagements or engagement?
Engaged.
Do you think that
it doesn't matter straight? I mean, I get they probably are like, oh, they're wrapped up in the moment,
yes.
And it is technically a historic thing seeing 2 lesbians get engaged, but it's to like get engaged after like a month on a beach. I know they were sort of seeing each other before that, but like,
well, that's what Sarah had the problem with, because she's like, never in the history of the Bachelor in Paradise has someone been able to bring like their non, it has to have been someone that we've already met on the show.
And
I agree. We had met on the show.
I agree with that. I felt it was like, they were trying to like throw a twist in there, but if you were like one of the people on that beach, you would have been like, what? Like, if I was dating, if some dude was like, I was dating some girl, you're just gonna bring her on the show who's never been on the show, she doesn't know anybody, and it was kind of a weird twist. But I also of course I love the Bachelor in Paradise show. It's great to watch. I just don't know about, like, especially that show's on the more frivolous side.
Yeah.
Versus The Bachelor, which they seem to take the marriage part more seriously.
Right.
You're meeting parents. You're doing this, even though that's very quick too. To get engaged on this show, to me, it's just like you're just saying that like just get engaged. Who cares? Maybe you'll get married. Maybe you won't. Like to me, it's taking away.
I kind of feel like
from
I don't know what the
getting
exact
engaged.
like. I don't have like a PowerPoint presentation, but it seems like, in comparison, actually, a lot of the Bachelor in Paradise couples have gotten married and stayed married.
You think?
There's been like a handful.
I'm trying to think. Well, Jaden.
There's been a few.
Yeah, and then
What do you think's going to happen to Demi? I have a prediction.
I think she's gonna start dating dudes again.
I think she's going to go back on Bachelor in Paradise
Oh,
and
maybe.
get some dick. What do you think?
We're kind of both saying the
That's
similar
what you
thing.
think?
Yeah.
You think she'll go back and then date a guy?
Yeah.
And then that'll be a big question, like, you know.
I think especially was Demi the one whose mom was in jail, or was that somebody else?
Her mom was in jail.
Her mom was in jail.
Yes.
Sometimes listen, she could be 100% a lesbian. I don't know. I think she's still kind of discovering it herself. Some people who've had like a troubled past and are dealing with issues, if they've never dated a woman and then all of a sudden this woman's turning their attention on them, women give you
that's
all
juicy.
the love. Women nurture you.
So you think there's a real thing with lesbians having mommy issues,
that
and then
that
having
can
lesbian
happen.
relationships to satisfy that pain that they may have not had with their mom?
It's just that you're getting a sort of attention and love and nurturing that is very powerful. Where you're like, oh my God, this person makes me feel so safe.
And if you
so
didn't have a
good.
strong relationship with your mom,
You're even more susceptible to
Oh.
that love and nurture. I'm not discounting her feelings towards women at all. Maybe she's genuinely very attracted to women. I don't know. I'm just saying that is enticing.
well, don't you think women, in general, are more go back and forth more than guys do as far
Yeah,
as
they're
like,
more open for
to
sure.
having a relationship with a woman and then going and being with a guy or vice versa?
Yeah, Cynthia's daughter, Fluid.
Oh, so Cynthia on Real Housewives of OC, her daughter, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Cynthia's daughter, she said, do you think that was the first time they'd ever talked about it?
No, I mean
They're in the car.
Cynthia herself said she had said she was fluid, and Cynthia made a joke saying, "I didn't know how fluid she meant."
Oh, but in the car, Cynthia says, okay, have you met anyone at school that you like?
I think it was the first time. I think they had that conversation where Noelle said she was fluid. I think that conversation obviously had taken place. I don't think they had the conversation where she was actually going out with someone.
Right.
Like, that was a surprise to Cynthia because she was like, "Oh,
Right.
you know? So, in general, yeah, girls. Not all girls. Like, there are plenty of women who are very straight and aren't into
Are you,
women.
are you watching The Politician on Netflix?
No,
That's pretty juicy.
it is. Is it?
Yeah.
I watched the first
about-
episode.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, but it didn't.
It didn't. You know what? I don't know that I'm going to continue either. I watched the episode on the plane, The Politician, and, it's, they put this big disclaimer that says, like, don't, this is a comedy, this is a black comedy, like, don't, about if you have mental health issues, like, be careful in watching this.
Oh, okay.
Because the first episode
Oh, right. Yeah.
involves, like, mental issues and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And so I was kind of like, oh, what's this going to be? And now I'm like, I don't know. I think sometimes as a mom, like watching these teenage shows, I don't know that I can watch them anymore.
It's too hard for you? Like, because it hits
'Cause
too close to home or what?
I don't know. I guess we're ruining it, but there's like a suicide. And all I
Uh-huh.
can think about is the parents,
Right.
which we haven't seen, that weren't featured yet in the show.
Uh-huh.
And he's getting, removed from the house, and only the two kids that, that are his friends and his girlfriend are there. And I'm
Uh-huh.
just like,
Right.
you raised this perfect child and this is what happened. Like, this is the
Uh-huh.
saddest. We'll cut this part out. It's depressing and I don't want to ruin it for people. But I
Okay.
really didn't think I could watch it after that.
Yeah. I mean, I just watched the first episode, so I don't know if it gets. I don't know.
I didn't think it was like that funny either. Oh, this is them on Halloween. This is
Who is this guy?
That is Nick Vial.
Nick Vale, right?
Vial.
It's Vial.
Vial.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh my god, this whole time I thought it was Vale. That's why I didn't understand his podcast name. The Vale Files. Vile Files. I guess that makes more sense.
Anyway.
That's him?
Yes.
Why's he got a Band-Aid on his
because
head?
he's being Peter the pilot who knocked his head open. And then he took a Halloween photo with Demi.
Are they dating?
They are trying to make us think that, I think.
Everybody in that franchise is trying to come up with something.
So you can listen to their
They're either
podcast.
all starting a podcast together or they're making videos together. They really lean into that world.
They better. They don't want to get real jobs.
Do they live out here or Nashville? I feel like it's either LA or Nashville. Right? Half of them live in Nashville now.
Yeah.
She's a Hooters girl, which I relate to.
Yes, you have a Hooters character with you.
Yeah.
Then he took a photo with Rachel Bison.
Oh, and so now they're...
Yeah, but
the rumor is that they're
he's
dating.
He's interviewing her. So
yeah, but the rumor was that they were dating.
No, look at her comment on the bottom.
What does it say? He slid into her DMs, # she accepted. That's why people are...
Maybe they are dating. They should. Why not? Fuck.
He's a cute guy, but I don't think he's going to settle down anytime soon.
He says he'd like to.
He's said that on
interviewed him twice.
He's been on that show, 3 times, 4 times? He says it every time. I'd love to settle down.
He's no spring chicken.
No.
He's like 39 years old.
Yeah, but in Hollywood, he's still trying to give it the good old,
He's nice and tall. He likes his pants real skinny.
Yeah, he's a cute dude. I mean, I get it.
He is cute.
I get why.
He's taller than you'd think.
I met him here in your Juicy Scoop studio.
Oh, that's right. You did.
I think I witnessed you jump into his arms.
Oh, that was such a great moment. That was the first time I did that. Now I've done it to a few others.
Yeah.
It is really fun.
I bet. It's something Peter can't give you.
Drake did it. Drake did let me do it to him because he's tall enough.
Don't do it to Drake.
I did it to Drake.
Come on, don't do that.
It was like a year and a half ago when I felt he was strong enough to do it.
Drake's gonna go to a therapist one day and say, and then my mom made me do the Bachelorette, jump in the arms, move.
Yeah, so what? Then we can go and be on a reality show, family
Dr.
boot camp, and he can tell that story. He has so many stories he can tell.
I know.
Fortune, what else is going on? Anything you want to talk about before we wrap this up?
Oh man,
I feel like you have so much going on.
Yeah, I've been busy doing that Sirius XM radio show for Netflix.
How's that waking up every day?
The early mornings are tough.
Yeah.
It makes for long days. But it's a cool show. You have
really good guests.
We just interviewed Matt Damon for an hour.
Who's that?
Ben Affleck's homie. You've been on the show.
Yeah.
It's fun because I'm getting to meet a lot of people I wouldn't have met otherwise.
Yes. I
I
think that's what's really great about it.
Yeah.
And I think then you're meeting all these stars that then see you, and I bet you'll get lots of offers to do stuff just because they've met you.
I don't know.
You're so unique.
I don't know. I mean, hopefully, when the holidays, when it comes Thanksgiving, Christmas, there's not as much filming happening. So I'm hoping in the new year the acting stuff picks up.
Oh, for you.
Yeah.
How's your cartoon doing?
And all of us. Bless the Hearts is good. It just got a second season.
That's great. So you'll still be in it, right? You're a regular.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
I play Brenda. Not the Brenda that I do on my Instagram. It's a different. It just happened to be named Brenda.
You think it got confusing for the fans?
Maybe, but they introduced that my character Brenda, that all the women in her family are named Brenda.
Oh, okay.
So they sort of created a world in which my Brenda could be one of those Brendas.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Interesting.
And then I play another character, Bobby Nell, who's a ornery neighbor that yells at everybody.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so it's fun to. I'm going to be on The Simpsons, in like a week or so.
What do you play there?
I don't know. They haven't said who my character is.
Okay.
So I don't think I can say, but it's on the 17th that we'll.
Brenda is a character that you created who's married to Tim, right?
Yeah.
She's a straight woman.
She's a straight woman who's just, her husband, Tim, is out, with his friends. Well, I'm at home cooking and cleaning. I'm taking care of the kids. And
When are you going to put up your Christmas decorations?
Heather, I swear to God, I've been yelling at Tim to go in our garage and get those decorations out, and he has not.
Well, it's still pretty early in the season. However, I feel everyone's putting theirs up before Thanksgiving now. When did that happen?
Because Jesus is the reason for the season. You got to pay props where props are due. And I've been telling Tim, if you want hot tub time with me, you better get those decorations out.
Oh, you guys have a hot tub?
We have an above ground hot tub.
That's nice.
Yeah, we really love it.
How often do you go in it?
I'm not enough. I'll tell you that. I'd love to dip my toe in there a little bit more than I do, but
yeah.
I'm real busy, because I'm a mom. You know how it is.
And does the hot tub always lead to sex or just sometimes?
Well, Tim, I swear, he works my last nerve. And there are times where I think we're going to get a divorce 100%. And then that SOB, we'll be in the hot tub.
Yeah.
And he'll give me a piece of turquoise. And
like a piece of jewelry?
Yeah, but I prefer turquoise. It's my stone. And then I just look at him like, Tim, it just gets me. So I end up giving him a BJ.
Yeah. Are you good at it?
I'm really good at it because, you give and you get. You get and you give. It's the circle of marriage.
It's Wait a minute. What gets on your nerves so much? What's the latest thing that he's done that's gotten on your nerves?
I mean, he just doesn't help a lick around the house.
Really?
There are things that need to be fixed, like our shower curtain.
Yeah.
We need a new one.
Oh.
And that rod keeps coming down.
Do you do a honey-do list or anything?
That list should be about 5 pages long if I wrote it out. I just yell at him every day. Tim! I swear you need to fix these things. But, he gets home from work and he's just like, babe, I'm tired.
What does he do?
He's a taxidermist.
Oh.
Yeah, because he hunts. I'm not a hunter. I feel bad for those
Do you
animals.
eat the food that he brings home?
I mean, beggars can't be choosers, It's tough out there.
Okay, now we're going back to Fortune. How did you come up with this character?
I was filming something for a friend of mine, and the outfit they gave me was like these leggings and a purple blouse. They were all very tight fitting, and they straightened my hair, and they gave me this character was just it was like for a YouTube series or something, and they put turquoise bracelets and earrings on me and like a headband, and they were behind schedule all afternoon, so I was just sitting in this green room or dressing room, whatever you call it, waiting for my scene to get filmed. And I just was so bored that I started filming Instagram stories of me. I don't even know where it came from.
You don't know where
the
name Tim came from?
No, I just started saying Tim. I like drawing out the syllables. Tim.
Yeah.
And I started posting them. And immediately people were like, oh my God, what are you doing? Who is this? And I posted 10 Insta stories, and
a star was born.
Well, then the next week I was posting just regular posts, and everyone was like, "Where's Brenda?" And I was like, "God, calm down, guys, it's me." And every post was like, "Well, where's Brenda?" So I just started doing video. I haven't done one in a minute. I should do them soon.
Well, this will get it going again.
That's right. So.
Fortune, where are you next performing live for the kids to come see you?
Oh, but can I just say, and I say this every time, I love your Juicy Scoopers. I was just in La Jolla.
I know, some Juicy Scoopers posted it in my page saying they had a good time.
And they have such a badge of honor coming up to me and saying that they're a Juicy Scooper. And I love it. And then they'll also ask me to say, Juicy Scoop! So shout out to you Juicy Scoopers out there who.
And I want to say also the Juicy Scoopers, because I just did St. Louis, and it was amazing, the Funny Bone there, and I'd never been there before.
Yeah,
and
packed.
The girl that drove me, that worked there to the airport, she's like, we have never had such a great crowd, such a nice crowd. And she's like, and on two of my tables, one was a young girls that were like under 30, and another group was like women like in their 50s. And at both big tables, one of the girls picked up the whole bill for the table.
Oh, that's
and
nice.
She goes, I'm sorry, we just never
I'm
see that.
sure.
She does these people splitting it. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, it's a classy bunch.
You
It's
guys
a
are
classy bunch of women and
Yeah.
men. They bring, there's guys that
Yeah.
come too, but the Juicy Scoopers are great.
Y'all are on
So I
point.
appreciate it. And I love that they go to see all you guys and they get excited.
I'm going to be in Orlando, Florida,
Fun.
December 19th.
Are you going to like go to the...
I don't know.
Have you ever been? I've never been.
Did you never been to Disney World?
I've never, because I'm here. I grew up in
Right.
LA. Like, why would I ever go to Florida?
Well, I grew up in North Carolina, so yeah, I've been to Disney.
Oh.
But it's been I haven't been since like 23.
Yeah.
I might go. I just hate waiting in lines. If someone were to like give me one of those like passes, you just zip through it, I would go in a heartbeat, but I cannot be waiting in those long lines.
Juicy Scoopers in Orlando. Who works at Disney World?
I need a fast pass or whatever
Or
it's
some
called.
kind of deal.
Please.
Some kind of deal. I agree. And especially at that time of year.
Oh, it's going to be packed
crowded.
because school will be out.
Yeah.
December 19th, yeah, school will be out. And then I'm popping over right the next day to Tampa. Both are at the Improvs.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
December
That
20th
Tampa
and
Improv's
21st.
nice.
But I'm headlining. You are very popular in Irvine.
Oh, yes.
I came to do the live Juicy Scoop with you there.
Yes.
I've never done a weekend of shows there. So the weekend after Christmas, the 29th, that weekend,
Awesome.
I'm headlining Irvine Improv.
Good.
And then Aspen, Colorado in January.
You're doing
11th.
that. Are you doing that?
The Wheeler
festival?
House or
Yes.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I've done that.
I haven't done it. So
Really fun.
That and check out Sincerely Fortune podcast.
Yes, absolutely. It's every Tuesday.
I had Chris Frangiola on last week.
Who's that?
And we talked about Juicy Scoop.
Oh, that's nice.
And
I have to listen to it.
and
I should I'd like to hear about myself.
we were talking about how people were trying to pit Chris and I against each other.
I know.
And that
so
we're
mean.
all friends in the end.
We really are. You guys don't. You can't say mean things to Chris. Stop it. You can't. His little heart can't take it.
His little heart can't take it. He's out there finding dolls for me.
Thank you, girl.
Thank you.
Bye. Are you doing? Is it a festival? Or you're just doing one weekend at the Wheeler House?
Just one night
At the Wheeler House.
Yeah. Is it any good?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to get it again, but the last time